Right, hi everybody. Quick camera adjustment there. There we go. All right, Zero here, back again. Hi. All right, so this is hopefully going to be a quicker video. I'm gonna pause for a pretty good section here while I fix some stuff. But remember how I said that I could get this so that way, like if you're trying to read data from a memory location when there's already data on the bus, that the way that I had it set up, like it wouldn't overwrite, but I could overwrite it, like there was enough space to do so. Well, that's what I did. So I had to change the design a little bit. It's still like all fits within this little 2x3x3 area. Kind of funny. The only available open spaces that aren't used for something are these three right here. That's it. Out of 18 blocks, 15 of them are actually used for something. And even these ones technically are keeping these ones from being activated by anything else. So even they kind of have a purpose. So there's really only one block that is just kind of floating out there, you know, not doing anything. So it's a lot more dense, yeah. Okay, so quick show of what I mean. So we're gonna put in a pattern. I don't know where I am. This one, right? Yeah, okay. So alternating pattern like usual. Check the output, make sure that it is also alternating, and it is. We're going to write that into the memory, so it is now written in there. Now we're going to turn this off. Okay, so now that's all off. If we want to read, oh, hold on, let's just make sure that it's all off. Okay, so all off. And then we go ahead and we read, and that sends a bunch of shit over here, and then we have our alternating pattern again. Now we're going to flush, which we can still do. So now that should change everything to zeros again. So flushing still works if you just want to reset everything to 0. But we no longer need to. So let's say that like we have the buses full with information, right? But we want to overwrite what's in there. See, so like right now it's showing all ones. Red stone on the bottom means it's a 1. And if we want to overwrite it, then all we need to do is just hit write. And then it doesn't work. Hang on a sec. Did I hit that? Oh, duh. Yeah, I wanted to read, not write. So, yeah. So let's reset it. Okay, right. Okay, make sure everything is off. Okay, everything is off. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, so bus is full of data, right? So all bus locations are reading a 1. Now we want to read, not write. So when we read, it sends all this shit through, and even though we are reading all data right now, we're still showing our pattern right here. Now, looking at this could be problematic, perhaps, when we're retrieving the data off of here. If I'm going off of, okay, if this is redstone, you know, put redstone down here, and I do that for all of these, well, this is redstone, this one is quartz, but this one is redstone, so I don't know. I'll have to get creative on how I pull stuff out of here. Just make one command block, overwrite everything else or something. It should be pretty easy. So yeah, that's that. So we can now overwrite, and then that should still clear everything because it's acting like a flush. So that just clears everything. And so it does work. And then I wanted to show you the difference in space. So this is the new one. This is all 64 bytes. And what used to be there took all of this extra space here. And now it doesn't. So yeah, that's literally thousands of blocks of space saved, and it's faster. And I decided to just keep the addressing here. I did have to change out these blocks all in here though, and switch up the commands because the way that these are triggered is now different. And then I suppose I could probably explain what I did over here. Okay, so this is our read line, right? So these two here, this is testing for a redstone block, and this one is cloning these two blocks here over into there. This one here is also testing, but this time it's testing for a quartz block, and this one sets either the top or the bottom to, well, basically it just changes this orientation to what it's at right now. So this is a clone command, these are two set block commands. Effectively they do the same thing. This one takes one less space, this one takes one extra command block, but this one right here also requires that we have something to clone from. So that's been included in there, and I didn't have space to put two separate ones in here, not and still have everything work. So I did have space to make this one the two set block commands, so that's what I did. This is going to be your read command, or your write command, and then all this one is doing, this is just cloning the bottom block there over into the data bit. Now the data bit, you can't actually see it from inside there, but it's actually this block right here. So it's right behind the data bit. So this is, sorry, the data out. It's the data bit is right behind the data out. Okay, I think you got that right. All right, so yeah, and then these two are the same, they didn't change. So they're still just copying, you know, cloning over to here. And that's kind of how I did it. So read, clone, read, set, write, clone, and then this is the ones behind here. Behind these two blocks are propagate, clone. And that's it. That's how I did it. Okay, so I'm going to pause it and take a look at what kind of time we have, and then I'm going to fix all of this crap over here and just get it all to line up. Or maybe I can just save that for another time. I think I might just save that for another time. But as you can see, based on what I had versus what I have, much, much smaller, half the size, and it's faster. And something I kind of noticed is if you go up high enough, it actually kind of sort of looks like an actual processor. You know, you got like all the grids and shit of all the I don't know, stuff up here. You've got addressing, you've got the buses, you've got buses going around over there and over there, you've got registers. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed. I think I will just stop this video here. Next time you see this, all of that will be gone because I don't need it anymore. It's all right here. So, hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next video. All right?